Welcome back to 2DG. We got another beer review.
Yep.
What do we have this time?
A special one. We have from Bell's HopSlam. It's their seasonal release they do in, God, is it February?
Now.
Yeah, right at now. I got this like a week and a half ago.
Yeah.
So, and at some point in the future, I actually saved the bottle from last year so we can do a side by side. Not today.
Just kind of odd to age an IPA.
Yes, yeah, you generally don't want to. This is an unfiltered, unpasteurized double IPA that they brew with honey, and it is 10%.
And historically, it's been really good.
Yeah, although I have seen on a lot of different review channels, they like to trash this beer a lot. So, luckily for you, we don't care.
Yeah, but recent evidence has shown that some of those beer review channels don't know what they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So stick right here.
And this is also the first year that they released this in a can.
Yeah.
So,
hey, well, let's pop that open.
and reason being is they said that they were doing construction near their bottling line, so they didn't want to risk infecting. So,
I love the color.
I say being unfiltered, obviously unpasteurized as well, it is going to be hazy, but it is pretty.
Is that like that song from Gnarls Barkley? Hazy. It's crazy, sorry.
Sure.
For some reason I listened to that today.
It was on your mind. You got all these.
Yeah, but you got a gorgeous head on there.
Yeah. So yeah, looking at it, awesome orange color, very reminiscent of orange juice, or
Yeah.
kind of what the New England style IPAs that we still haven't had are looking like. Head, like you said, did pour out nicely, and it is sticking around fairly well for being high alcohol.
Yeah.
A nice off-white, fluffy, pillowy.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's get a nose.
I want to. Oh, man. That's a good one to not... Don't even bury your nose in there. Just let it...
Okay. I will say that I've had a couple already, not today, but overall, a couple of these. So, I will say that this one is much warmer than the ones that much warmer temperature than I've been drinking them at, and I'm going to tell you, let them be close to room temperature with just a little chill. You're going to get a lot more out of it. Right up front, you're getting that signature floral smell, and I'm guessing they're using a bunch of Centennial in this, but you're also getting tons of your typical stone fruits. I'm getting a lot of peach, a lot of apricot. I'm getting a ton of like an orange marmalade type of sweetness in there.
The sweetness is really prevalent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's really a lot more tropical than I remember it being. You're getting like a little bit of like a pineapple juice type of flavor in there, aroma. So
Yeah, I think tropical about sums it up. I mean, it is just... Jeez.
So, and then you are getting a little bit of the generic sweetness in there as well. And that is one of the knocks that this beer gets on a lot of the reviews that I've seen is just, it's too sweet, it's too sweet. No, it's not. That's why they did cram a ton of IBUs in there. Anyway, let's taste it.
Definitely.
Like I said, it is sweet, but the hop really cuts it. So right up front, obviously tons of bitterness, and it's a floral bitterness. After that, the malt sweetness carries all the way through, mixed, I think, really well with the honey.
Yeah.
You are getting a little bit of the tropical fruit. I'm getting actually more pineapple and orange in the taste.
You're getting a lot of orange in the flavor.
Like I said, it's like a marmalade flavor. It's not like orange juice or anything like that. Yeah, a little bit of grapefruit. I'm not getting any of the grassy nature, which is excellent. Didn't want it.
I don't know.
I don't know what he's talking about. But yeah, I mean, it's there's a lot going on, but it's really well balanced in my opinion.
I'd say there's a little bit of the grass, but the way that the sweetness and the alcohol cut through it, and then the floral, like you said, the tropical and floral notes override it so much. Nah, this is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do notice the alcohol,
Yeah.
but it's not anything that's going to overwhelm you at all. And it's actually not that dry. I don't think.
Disagree.
We do that a lot. Anyway, pulled it up on Rate Beer. It is under Imperial IPA. I want to double check. I'm pretty sure it is, but because they use honey in there, I want to.
I'd say it's quite dry.
Yeah, Imperial,
Actually.
Imperial IPA. Style 100, overall 100. And the IBUs are actually only 70. I thought it was up near 100. Anyway, Imperial IPA, what are you going to give this one? Double IPA.
I'm toying. This is tough. I'm toying with that 9.5, even though it's probably a 10 quality beer. I'm gonna give it a 10. You can't. It'd be tough to do any better, you know.
I think you can do better. I'm going to give it a 10, but it's kind of like a reserved 10 because this IPA is a lot different than your traditional 10s, and I imagine tremendously different than your New England ones. I know tremendously different than your West Coast ones, and even from your other Midwest.
But that's why we do style and overall.
Yeah.
You know, I think the style-wise, it definitely nails the style.
Yeah,
So I can't
absolutely.
I can't not give it a 10.
I say mouthfeel is great.
Yeah.
Aroma, taste is great. It looks great. Yeah, easy 10. Overall.
Overall, I'm gonna drop it down. I don't consider this my 10 beer. And that actually, I'm gonna give it like a 9. And that may seem kind of dramatic as far as 10 to a 9, but I'd really enjoy this beer. I wish you could get it a little more frequently because there are times when you hit
frequently at all.
You hit these slumps where you're just struggling to find a beer that just wows you. You know, you go through those phases, seasonal phases that the breweries go through, where you're doing porter time, you're doing stout time, you're doing whatever it is. You know, spring's coming up, so you're going to get a lot of these fruit beers and
saisons mostly.
Saisons. So it's really good. But at the same time, I know there's others that I would choose over it, and I'm still drooling to try a Julius to see just boom. We might have to extend our scale at that point.
Right. I'm not gonna drop this down. Yeah, like you said, I wish that they could do this more often. The alcohol isn't at a level where you would call this a triple, which triple IPAs, excuse me, are very expensive to make, and I assume this one is very expensive to make
this
too.
This has to be, yeah.
But even if they released it twice a year, that would still be way better. And it is really hard to get, despite the size of Bell's. I know that I was able to get 2 6-packs, but I mean they were pretty much gone by the time I got there, and I got there fairly early.
I remember last year we were pretty stoked when you picked them up.
I say it is cool in the sense that like Bell's they do stouts in the winter, but I always think it's kind of neat when a brewery for their winter seasonal they'll do like a big IPA or something. It's just I don't know, it's just different. The balance for me is what carries it though. I mean the flavors are great.
Yeah, it is.
And then nostalgia obviously is kind of nice too.
No, it's a fantastic beer. It's a beautiful color. I really enjoy it. So, that leads us to what? The end?
Yes. Like, comment, subscribe.
Smash that subscribe button.
Yeah, we want to continue to grow. Leave a comment. Tell us why you agree that other channels are way too harsh and critical of this beer, or tell us why you think we're wrong.
Yeah.
And if, like you mentioned, Julius, if you can get your hands on it and you like us enough to let us try it, that'd be cool. But
that'll be one of our search out beers for this summer. Again. A little better informed.
Yeah.
I want that.
2G.
See ya.